The restaurant was buzzing with the chatter of families and the clinking of glasses, but in one corner of the steakhouse, a man sat alone with his little girl. His uniform jacket, neatly folded beside him, told a silent story. He was a veteran, a man who had seen battles no one in that room could imagine. His daughter's small hand clutched his, her eyes wide as she whispered, "Daddy, why are they looking at us like that?" He smiled, hiding the storm inside. He was used to the stares, the whispers, the feeling of being different. What he wasn't prepared for was the moment that would change his life forever. Just a few tables away, the town's police chief was celebrating his promotion with his colleagues. He laughed loudly, unaware that fate was about to put him face to face with a truth that would break and heal him in the same breath. When the little girl pointed across the room, her innocent voice rang out, "Daddy, isn't that the man you saved?" The entire restaurant went quiet. The veteran's heart sank. He had sworn never to speak of that night. But children have a way of pulling out secrets adults keep buried. The chief froze mid-laugh, his glass slipping slightly from his grip. He turned toward the veteran, their eyes locking. Suddenly, the noise of the steakhouse disappeared for both men. Memories flooded in, gunfire, blood, a life saved in the shadows of war. The chief's face paled as he rose from his chair, his colleagues confused. He walked slowly toward the man who had once pulled him out of certain death. "It was you," the chief whispered, his voice trembling. "All these years, I never knew who saved me." The veteran shifted uncomfortably, pulling his daughter close. "Please," he said quietly, "I didn't want this. I just wanted to give her a normal night out." But it was too late. The restaurant erupted in murmurs. People began recording on their phones, recognizing that something bigger than an ordinary dinner was unfolding before them. The chief sank to his knees, his voice breaking as he said, "You didn't just save me. You gave me the chance to come home, to raise my son, to be here tonight. I owe everything to you." Tears welled in the veteran's eyes. He had lived years feeling invisible, discarded after giving everything to his country. He had known hunger, loneliness, and the struggle of raising his daughter alone. But now, in that moment, he realized his sacrifice had planted seeds of life in others. The little girl looked up at the chief and said softly, "Does this mean my daddy's a hero?" The chief pulled her into his arms, nodding fiercely. "Yes. And the whole world should know it." Word spread like wildfire. The next morning, news outlets picked up the story. Strangers began showing up at the veteran's door with groceries, toys for his daughter, and job offers he had long been denied. The same town that had once looked past him now looked up to him. But what touched him most was when the police chief returned, not with cameras or reporters, but with his own son. "I want him to meet the man who made his life possible," he said, his voice steady with gratitude. The veteran bent down, shaking the boy's hand, his heart swelling with a pride he had forgotten he could feel. His daughter hugged him tight, whispering, "See, Daddy. They finally see you." For the first time in years, the weight on his shoulders began to lift. And as the story closed, the message became clear: true heroes never ask for recognition. They live quietly, carrying scars we cannot see, yet their sacrifices ripple into lives they may never even know they touched. Sometimes, all it takes is a moment of truth, a child's voice, and the courage to face the past to remind the world that kindness, sacrifice, and love are the greatest legacies we leave behind. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Because somewhere out there, another untold story is waiting to be heard, and together, we can make sure no hero is ever forgotten again.